So I don't know if you can see this or not, but we're out at Lake Jackson. This is at Triple Lakes Wildlife Management Area here in South Florida, not South Florida, south of Kissimmee and St. Cloud. It's part of the Kissimmee chain of lakes. It's really low, but that's a good thing if you ever think about coming out fishing. You can actually have a little bit of bank access. I don't recommend walking all the way out there because a lot of the foliage is high, and there are some big gators in here. Now, for the most part, the gators see boats and people almost every day, so they're pretty chill. But what I want to do today is I've got some month-long tournaments. I want to get out here, do some topwater early this morning, and see if I can't catch a nice one. I caught a 4-pounder, probably 20, I think it was at 21 inches last time I was here, and then things kind of died off. The lake is really shallow. At its deepest point, it's usually 7 feet, but because it's 3 feet lower than normal, out in the middle, I think I had it measured at about 4 feet. So let me finish rigging this up. Let's get out there before it gets too light out and get this topwater going on. I can already hear fish busting out there. So I'm kind of excited. Got the blood running. Can't wait to do this. Well, I looked down and I realized my GoPro wasn't in the whole way. Pushed in, and I realized, oh wait, that's because the latch on the top is broke. So I'm gonna try to be careful today and not lose my GoPro. But I'm not very happy with the latch construction for the GoPro 6. It's kind of, casing's kind of garbage. Now, if you ever happen to come out to this lake, we've got our first gator right here. He's not very big, but he's still a gator. There are tons of gators, and I mean there's some big ones. So, but usually the big ones I've seen all hanging out in the middle, just chilling. It's mating season. Like I said though, I kind of avoid them. They avoid me. They pretty chill last time I was out here. I want to make sure this dude here doesn't grab my frog or my whopper plopper. And the water here is not deep. I was dragging paddle at the boat ramp. More importantly, you know, a lot of the big boats can't get out here, so you have this whole lake to yourself sometimes. First fish of the day. I don't know if there's any big. Oh, it came off. It might have been a gar. Shoot. I'm gonna head up to this hydrilla point, and just to give you an idea how many gators are out here. Now, you may not be able to see them on your screen. This is probably too small. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I know there's a 5th one out there and a 6th one over here that went under. And these are not small gators. I just went under over there. For the most part, you know, they're pretty chill. They'll hang out, and they see you coming. Like this is a big guy here. I mean, he's big. He's making a beeline for it out in the water. So we're just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a lot of gators. And this dude here is a big one. So we're gonna just kind of steadily go this way. He's gonna move out into the middle, and because as it gets hotter, they're gonna move out into the middle. They'll hang out there in their groups, whatever. Okay, so I wish I had the camera on, but as I was paddling past this bass, stop, just jumps in the boat. Like I wasn't fishing, I was paddling. There you go. That literally scared the crap out of me. Literally jumped in the boat. Well, technically I didn't get skunked. Either I went over a huge fish or I went over the top of the gator. Feel the weight underneath the boat. I kind of want to get off this edge. I don't know if that was a bass or a gar. I missed it though. Well, since the water's warm, and it's weird because this lake, what, a week ago? Maybe? Week and a half ago, same exact conditions, and I was getting topwater bites like crazy for the first hour. Switched to, 1.5 weeks later, water's just slightly lower. Conditions are still pretty similar. And I'm riding the struggle bus. God, I hope I didn't catch that on camera. So I'm sitting here listening to a male bull gator back there growling. He's way on the other side. He's on the other side of the lake, but this stuff that I used to watch on Discovery Channel when I was a kid. And this I threw over there, fixing a little bit of backlash. Big old fish jumps at the frog. I don't know what it was. Completely whiffs. I go to set the hook and almost hit myself in the face with the frog. Saw a fish jump over here. Pretty sure it was a bass. Begs the question if they're out on these isolated lily pad groupings. Check this out. You guys can, maybe you can't see this. Try to zoom in. The gator over there splashing the water, that is a big male. And he's right now trying to impress a bunch of the females that are around him. He's going to lift his head up out of the water and he's going to arch his back. And what he's going to do then is he's going to let out this really low bellow, and you can see the water shake all around his back. And that's essentially a mating call. I'll see if he was doing it earlier. I want to see if he does it again. It's probably one of the bigger males we saw earlier. First fish of the day. Probably the only fish of the day. Not huge, but I'll take it. Saw him come off that lily pad for this. I'm gonna use a full tank up here, boy. Hey, little dude. Well, I want to fish this area, maybe that little cove back there. I just need one good bite. I just haven't been able to find that today. Like I said, last time I was here, 2 Saturdays ago, couldn't keep them off the hook for the first hour. One fish after another, just boom, boom. All on top water, frog too. Oh, that was big, whoever that was. Pretty sure they're tilapia. Okay, so that's right now. Oh my gosh. He ran off with it, but I think it's just a little gar. Smoked him. It's a tiny gar. Oh man. He all wrapped up. How'd you even get hooked, dude? Let's see here. Alright, that's it for me today. Camera died and I forgot to pack the extra battery. I left it in the car. But this is, this is Lake Jackson. And the bite was good, like I said, 2 weeks ago on a Saturday. Not so good today. And I did catch one other fish, which you're going to see on the screen right now. I got excited for a second. I used the net to land him because I saw how big his head was, and I brought him in and realized that, oh, it's a typical Florida fish, all head, no body. So I'm gonna head off. It's already like 90 degrees. So if you're going out fishing, I highly recommend one of these shirts, long sleeve. It doesn't have to be Magellan. I just like Magellan because it's at Academy and it's cheap. But this type of material totally helps out. I'm not overly hot right now, and you definitely want a face shield. But I'm gonna call it a day. Again, that's beautiful Lake Jackson down here on Three Lakes WMA, which is this is part of the Kissimmee chain, and it's really shallow right now. So if you don't like sharing the water with a bunch of boats, right now's the time to come out if you got a kayak or even just a small John boat or canoe. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. I think I'm gonna go head home, get cleaned up, and run some errands.